How's it going, Guardians? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another Legend Lost Sector guide. In this one, I'm going to be covering the K1 Revelations on the Moon. For this one, I'm going to try to make it general for pretty much any class, so I'm just going to show you a full run on a Warlock. The only difference is going to be the super usage at the boss fight. Otherwise, the run will be the exact same up until that point. In just a moment, I'm going to go over my loadout, but as always, if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, so I don't want to focus too heavily on the super or aspects because I want to try to make this a general guide, but if you want to know, I am using the Vortex Nova Bomb. For my aspects, I have Chaos Accelerant and Child of the Old Gods. Now the fragments are a bit more important. I am using Echo of Undermining, then I have Echo of Remnants, and the important one for my particular loadout is Echo of Domineering. The important part here is that after suppressing a target, you gain greatly increased mobility for a short duration. However, the piece that I'm interested in is that my equipped weapon is reloaded from reserves. So when I suppress an enemy, my weapon gets reloaded from reserves immediately. That's going to be important for the weapon selection I'm using in this run. Next up, for my weapons, I have the Peace of Mind Scout Rifle for Unstoppable Champions. In my energy slot, I have the Pointed Inquiry Void Scout Rifle with adaptive munitions. This is going to be for barrier champions, but also to take out any arc shields because of adaptive munitions, and it gets a 50% damage boost in this particular Legend Lost sector. And finally, in my heavy slot, I am using the Two-Tailed Fox, which fires a solar and void rocket. Now that void rocket ends up suppressing enemies, so that void fragment I was talking about will automatically reload the Two-Tailed Fox when you hit an enemy with the Two-Tailed Fox. And finally, for my armor mods, I'll just quickly show you each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Alright, and that is it for my loadout here. There will be live commentary throughout the run. Now, let's get into it. Alright, so right at the beginning here, there's going to be a ton of acolytes. I would go ahead and try to take those out right away. As you can see, I tossed a vortex grenade on them as soon as I could, which really helped out here. Now another thing that's going to help you in these lost sectors is something like land tank on the new seasonal weapons, which is why I chose to use this particular pulse rifle. It's an excellent pulse rifle already, but the fact that you get the land tank to proc on kills is really good as well. Just clear out as many acolytes as you can. There should be a barrier champion coming up here, so I'm going to have my scout rifle ready. I'm going to toss another grenade out there. If you don't have a vortex grenade, just shoot at it until it's ready to barrier. And that champion is down. Don't push up past this box, instead approach it and be ready for acolytes to come out of this doorway. So I want to take these acolytes out before I move forward at all. As soon as I'm ready, I'm going to push forward here, shoot my rocket at that shrieker up top, and then I'm good to go. Next up, we're going to have a barrier champion that jumps across there. Again, if you don't have a grenade, just shoot at it with your weapons. I'm going to hop across, hop down here, and then be ready for more acolytes that have just spawned. You do have to be careful for the acolyte grenade spam. Just like that, you can see them coming in. If you have a grenade, you can try to toss it on a group of the enemies. Alright, as you may have noticed, there is an arc shielded knight right there. I do have adaptive munitions on my scout. If you do not have that on your particular scout, you can always use an arc scout instead. Let's try this again. And that knight is down, and I didn't even need to worry about match game because of adaptive munitions. I'm going to toss a grenade around the corner. I know there's a few more acolytes there. Alright. Are all of the enemies cleared out? Are we getting the unstoppable to spawn yet? Not quite. As soon as the enemies are cleared out over there, you are going to have an unstoppable spawn. And one of my fragments auto-reloaded my two-tailed fox there, which makes that an excellent choice. Alright, and I believe the crystal is gone, so we can move on to the next crystal. I am going to toss a grenade over in the middle here. You can also just shoot over there and take out some of the acolytes as well. Take advantage of adaptive munitions. Watch out for any grenade spam. If you are getting spammed by grenades from up top here, you can always backtrack and fire a rocket up there. That will clear out a bunch of the acolytes that would be spamming grenades at you. And now we can resume trying to take this knight out. Alright, the knight is taken care of. Let's deal with the rest of the acolytes quick. And there's that unstoppable. And again, two-tailed fox was reloaded by one of my void fragments. Can't remember the name right now, but obviously I went over my loadout at the beginning of the video, so you can see it there. Alright, there should be some acolytes coming up here, as I thought. Take advantage of adaptive munitions again. That arc shield is basically nothing with adaptive munitions. I highly recommend crafting the Throne World Scout Rifle here, which is what I'm using. And we have another unstoppable. This one I may try to finish to get some of that ammo. There it is. Perfect. I'm going to have some ammo for the boss fight. That grenade spam is real though. You have to really be careful for that. Alright, let's destroy that crystal. I do see some heavy ammo all around over here, which is going to be useful for the boss fight. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy the crystal. I'm going to get a grenade prepped. Now if you're on a hunter, you could use Mobius Quiver. If you're on a Titan, you might have to rely on a bit of a different super here. But this should easily take the boss out. And where is the champion at? You do want to be careful for the snipers also. I want to find this champion because I want to take it out for sure. Champion is down. Toss a grenade on the ads up here as well. And we can head for the chest. You do want to be careful, because ads could spawn on you when you're trying to go for the chest, and you might also have ads up top like that. Obviously, in this scenario, I wasn't able to get to the chest in time, so I'm just going to go ahead and take out some of these additional enemies. I do have plenty of heavy too, so I can go ahead and try to use some of that. But that should do it. That should be it for the K1 Revelations Legend Lost Sector. Overall, for this Lost Sector, I did end up taking it a bit slower than I normally would have, and the reason for that is I wanted to try to explain things along the way. Also, once you get more practice, you can easily skip the ads that spawn after you take out the boss. You can leverage invisibility on a hunter. For a Titan, you're going to have to try to use your super to clear out ads. You can actually use your super to get to the chest after you've taken out the boss. Hunters, you can use Mobius Quiver on the boss, then use invisibility to head up to the chest. Other than that, the run should basically be the same regardless of your class. Anyway, I hope that this video helped you out, and if it did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.